Thanks everybody for coming today. It's a really good turnout for a protest that was organised on such short notice. I think the reason that we're here is twofold. One is because we're angry. We're angry when we see that people can be discriminated against to such an extent that their lives are at risk. We've all looked at the YouTube clips, we've all read the articles, and there's nothing we can go away with other than anger and indignation at what we're seeing in Russia. And we have to send a very clear message to Russia and to those who are supporting this government that this isn't allowed, this isn't acceptable, this is not tolerable. The other reason that we're here is because we're afraid. Russia is a first world country, and like ourselves, they spent years and years fighting for the few little civil rights that we were able to obtain. We're in a first world country. We got decriminalisation at a similar time to them. We fought for a lot of things in a similar fashion to them. And we have to be afraid. If in a first world country they can introduce laws like this, it could happen anywhere else. Russia is part of Europe. It's one of the biggest countries in Europe. So it's simply not possible for us to stand and say this is something we can let someone else look after, because Russia next, Russia today is going to be us next. We have to stand up. And we might think, well, there's only a few of us here. To be honest, when we were talking about this protest today, we didn't even think we'd get this many people here. 30 years ago, one checkout cashier in Dunnes Stores on Henry Street refused to sell somebody 2 oranges. It resulted in 11 people going on strike for 3.5 years, and the pressure that was put there forced the Irish government to ban the imports from South Africa. That played a huge role in the end of apartheid, which has been accepted by the South African government. So even though we're a small crowd today, it doesn't mean that we aren't going to grow. It does mean it is going to take time, and this is just the first of several protests that we're going to have. We're going to be back here on the 25th of this month, and then on the 8th of September we're going to be planning, in conjunction with LGBT societies all over the world, an international day of protest. Everybody has to turn up. We're going to clog the streets, we're going to make our message heard, we're going to make it as loud as possible. Over the last day, we've registered actionforrussia.com as a website. We have a Facebook group, Action for Russia. Everyone, go to this website, follow the link, join the group, stay informed of what's going to happen, and be aware that this is something that we are going to have to carry on. The Olympics and calling for a boycott on Sochi is just the first step. It's going to go on for quite a while, and we're going to need every single member of the LGBT community to get involved. We're going to need every one of your friends and every one of your family to get involved and support this, so that next time we're here we'll have a crowd 10 times bigger, and that the time after that it will be bigger again, so that the Irish government can't ignore us, so that the Russian embassy can't ignore us, and so that our message will be heard and will go out. That's pretty much everything I have to say for now. But we will see you back here.